Four, Google can't take this song from me. Guys, this video is the C.H.O.M.P challenge video. I did one of my old recipes that I didn't make up any way, shape, or form. It's a Stephen Raichlen marinade. I just cook it, you know, like I cook it on my grill. And so shout out to Stephen Raichlen. When I was trying to figure out this whole cooking thing, he was a book I could get from the library and figure out how to cook on my kettle grill. So shout out to Ray Mack for the C.H.O.M.P challenge. Shout out to all the cooks that are participating in it. That's what really got me excited about it. Who said, yeah, I'm going to do this video. And I was like, not that I'm in y'all's class, but I enjoy what y'all do, so I'm going to put myself out there. This C.H.O.M.P challenge video is brought to you by Ephesians chapter 4, verse 2 and 3. It says, be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. As I look around YouTube and I read some comments on some of these videos, there's some real, call them keyboard warriors or whatever, some people that they wouldn't say that kind of stuff to my face. They wouldn't say it to none of y'all's faces. So be gentle, be kind. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to do a link with the marinade recipe. I didn't measure anything. I just threw it in the blender. Eyeball it the whole way. Hope y'all enjoy it. Well, here's the marinade I'm going to use for the chicken. Bottle of beer. Sorry, but gotta take one for the team. Beer's gotta go in there. This is an onion, diced up. This is like a head of garlic, maybe more than a half a head, less than a whole head of garlic. I just smashed it up. You ain't got to. And this recipe, again, it's actually a Stephen Raichlen brine recipe or marinade. It's called Brazilian marinade. So here's my beer. It says Dijon mustard in there. I'm not using Dijon. I'm using what I got. If y'all can see that. Yellow mustard. This is olive oil, and it's not like, this wasn't crazy expensive. It's actually got a big old box of it on sale, so it may be crap, but that's what we use. I'm gonna throw all this in the blender. He recommends just putting the mustard and the oil and the beer in the blender, but I may go crazy, put all this. And I'm going to save y'all the sound of my blender, but it's going to be blended up. And then I'm going to open a Ziploc bag, put the bird in there, pour the marinade over, seal that Ziploc up. I'm going to put that bag in like a box. I'm going to put it in a bowl or something to catch any drippings that may come out of that bag. You don't want chicken drippings in your fridge or anywhere near your house for that reason. So I'm gonna have it in a bag, gonna put it in a bowl. It's gonna marinate at least a day, maybe 2 days. Be right back. Alright, y'all. I thick cut some sweet onions. These aren't Vidalia, but they probably come from Georgia. And look how thick that is. Cut them thick, keep the skin on. I'm going to season these. You could, if you want, you can like season the onions before you throw your little salt on them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to season my my griddle that's on my grill. So, I mean, these aren't going to stick anyway. So, here's what I'm going to do with these. Again, thick cut. It's real easy. This is a recipe, not really a recipe, but it's a technique or whatever I learned from one of Bobby Flay's books. And I wouldn't say they're as good as, like, you know, fried onion rings or whatever. I'm gonna tell you, they are pretty damn good. So, and I'm leaving the skin on these because I want them to stay together. I don't want them to fall apart. So, the more likely, you got more chances of them staying together with them like this. So all I'm gonna do, boop, 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 right there. All right. Got a 2-zone fire right here. This got a little flat cast iron thing I just got. That's on the indirect zone. You know what? Fire's over here. This thing is hot, but there we go. Oh, there's that sizzle. I'm gonna watch these pretty close. I've burned these before. And I burned them because that's like the sweet part of the sweet onion. If they're regular onions, you ain't got to worry about them so much, but the natural sugars in them, they will burn. So keep an eye. The more I leave that grill open, the more it's going to feed that fire. So I'm probably going to shut her down and just wash those onions real close. All I want is a crust on the outside and just to kill the raw onion taste, and then I'm going to pull them, set them aside, start on the other components of the other part of my dish. Alright, YouTube, this portion of the video came about from Barbecue Pit Boys. Saw them make these, little fried cheeseburgers. They didn't use buns. They used this cheese, and I thought, I didn't know what to think at first. And what they used in theirs was some like fried onion rings, and that would have gone good with the C.H.O.M.P video because we're working on onions. That's one of the things. I'm thinking we're good with these too. And I guess they kind of use those as the binder. That's my guess. I don't know. So, here's what we're going to do. Work. Oh, shit. That's why we're doing some of this outside. Keeping the kitchen clean. Damn it. Look, I was cleaning my porch off, and I found these gloves. That's why I'm wearing these stupid things. It's like the first ever gloves I bought. I had a whole bunch of them I found from when I started catering a little bit. So these gloves are actually pretty damn useless because they break real easy. But kind of sentimental, so I throw them in. So for a detailed video on this, I'm going to put a link to that Barbecue Pit Boys video. But basically, you make a ball. They say when you can make a ball, that's when it's starting to come together, I guess. But I think this needs to like be out in the elements a little more, melt a little more. So I'm going to let it sit. I'm going to make a ball. I'm going to flatten the ball out. I'm going to use this, and then they're going to look just like little flat burger patties. I'll show you when I throw them on the grill.